day for others, and there may be some good afternoon. This is Grand Madam. Welcome to the Grand Collective. This is on the membership side. And so, to my members, I wish you a hearty Grand Rising. Um, the difference between this side of the collective experience and the public side is that I will be dipping more into, let's say, the might be a little sketchier areas that there are questions about, or that I have questions about that I think you should hear when the answers come about here. Recently, I read something called The Terror Papers by Robert Morningsky. Now, Mr. Morningsky is part Hopi and part Apache, and he tells the story of his father and his friends discovering, excuse me, watching a UFO crash on their lands. Back in 1947, his father and friends went out to the crash site and they found a living pilot. Okay, they call this pilot Bak T, and they say he is their star elder. Now, their star elder told a story about the origin of mankind, who we are, who we are not, who we belong to, who we do not belong to. Oh, a beautiful cardinal just hopped out here. And pretty much what's going on today, where we fit, and what our responsibilities are to ourselves. And my question is, okay, now that we have all this, the war in heavens, is trickling down to the wars on earth, what's next for humankind? What really is our responsibility with all of this? And the cards, I've got the tools, okay? I created the cards. And let's get a little tap on the singing bowl to get us in the right mood. Okay, talk about setting the tone. Let's see what the dice have to say. What is next? What is our next step in humanity? Because according to the Star Elder, long story short, as we are today, we're really not even supposed to be here. We're here because, let's just say, one of the gods, Anunnaki royals, decided to stick it to their brother and infuse our ancestors with his blood, which gives us the intelligence and the capability of spirituality and our gifts to this day. And look a here, look a here. The dice say we're going to look into the eighth house. I can't see that. Can you see that eight? Oh, I don't know what there it is. Maybe it's the lighting. Eighth house. Houses of the occult, of what is hidden, of the mysteries of sex and sex magic. Hmm. Neptune, the planet of filmmaking, dreams, illusions, delusions. cartoons in Libra, relationships, partnerships, contracts. So it looks like our main responsibilities as of now, or let's see, what is the responsibility of mankind, has to do with the fallacy, the illusion of the mysteries. I'll put these over here. Maybe I should, no, if I put them up there, they might fall off. Hmm. Either that, or we're getting ready to go into a deep, dark study of the occult. So let's see what's happening here. I'm going to start with the higher self deck. What's next for humankind now that we know we are the descendants of the Anunnaki? Hmm. According to the Star Elder, what is to be expected? No, what's next for us? Good morning, Jessica. How are you? Worry? Hmm. Worry about what our responsibilities are, worry about our visions, worrying about our dreams, worrying about what's next. Perspective. What is our new perspective? We have the perspective of the conscious mind, the perspective of the subconscious mind, and the perspective of the higher self. Our intuition should be sharpening, and it should be able to cut away through the confusion. Love is a factor. I'm going back to the dice now. Eighth house, Neptune, and relationships. It looks as though there may be very deep confusion regarding sexual love, or there is a deep mystery surrounding the illusion of love. Freedom, go within. My favorite card. When in doubt, go within yourself to that little spark of God that exists within you, because help is there. Help is on the way. Huh. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Oh, look at this. Learning to let go. In other words, what it is happening because we don't know who we are in mass. We don't know who we are. And there are those, I talk about the wars in the heavens that are continuous, and there are factions who do not want us to know who we are. So, to keep us on the farm, so to speak, they're going to keep our heads ringing. Ding, ding, dong. Ding, 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 dong. What does that mean? It keeps us worried all the time. What are we worried about now? The big one is usually our money. Now we have gender identity. Now we have geopolitics, um, inflation, prices going up, dirty water, nowhere to live because of the high rental increases. The corporate America is taking over the rental properties. So we'll be priced out as renters and priced out as homeowners. What are we going to do? No worry. But all of that worry and all that confusion is a distraction to keep us from knowing and realizing who and what we are. Okay. Um, to cut through the confusion, the solution is definitely going to be to use your intuition. You're going to have to go in other words, meditate regularly to establish the type of, it's kind of like a rapport, but you're also building a momentum of spiritual energy within yourself that's going to come up and go around you so that you will literally be a walking, talking filter of certain things. They won't be able to come at you, and the confusion will fall away. You will definitely be able to see through the confusion as to where it originated from and what it's truly all about. Once that's done, this is when the genuine love of self comes in because you have to really love yourself before you even are capable of loving another. So that's what these cards have to say. Hmm. Let's see what this has to say. These are the Rider Waits. What's next for humankind is the question. And the answer has something to do with relationships, the illusion of relationships. Hmm. Alrighty. Overall energy. Aries energy. This is the tower. This is tearing down an entire foundation and way of being and way of seeing things. So there appears to be a great disruption right about now. In what? People are looking across the pond for foreign aid, foreign advice, and some people are just looking for new money making opportunities. All right. And the Page of Wands, certain ideas are coming out into the public now, they're being broadcast. Again, we have the call for intuition. And it looks like here, the traditional woman was a thing of the past, or is a thing of the past. We're still dealing with little difficulties ahead, blockages, fears, also heavy emphasis on business. This is the worry card again. We have some regrets. Yeah, we're going to have a lot. We're going to be experiencing more and more and more truth of the matter, I guess you would say, because it looks to me as though we still have a lot of romantic ideas about relationships and partnerships that are not true. And those are going to be exposed for what they are, celebrations, three-way situations, and marriage. Wow. Yeah. And it's going to be interesting because there's going to be a pushback. Once this information comes out, it's going to be like a pushback. A public marketing whole campaign is trying to push back the whole romantic idea of the nuclear family and dating and for marriage and all that kind of good stuff. And it's not. It's difficult. It's difficult. Excuse me. Mhm. And decisions will have to be made, but they're going to be made from a place of power, self control versus control of the government or society. That's going to be the next big issue. That is going to be the next big issue for mankind. Who's going to control your relationships? You? Or are you going to just lay down and let the government tell you how to handle yourself? That's going to be interesting. Okay, Jessica. Excuse me again. Let me grab some water. I'm going to read you. What is it? I'm having trouble with. What? Well, get more specific, dear. what? What do you want to know specifically? Keeping in mind this is a public platform, because it looks like there are going to be some major changes, especially in that area, career and love. What do you want to know? What's going on with Jessica? Mhm. Let's look at the love first. I'm going to use these cards, the romance oracles. What's going on with Jessica's love life? One more shuffle. Jessica's love life. Overall energy, Jessica. It's a serious relationship, at least. Are you marrying this person? Now, if you resigned on the job because of the being involved with someone on the job, that should that's then it's over. That's a whole that part of it. It is over. I don't. Well, let me keep going. All right, the decision was made. You resigned. So what's going on here? And now it says give the relationship a chance. Hold on. What is going on here? For real? For real? It's like no sooner did you resign or you were separated or you broke up. Was this person married? Yeah. Okay. You believe the person on your job. Okay. Two scenarios here. Do you believe this person on your job was your soulmate and you're trying to reconcile with, or is this reconciliation with a soulmate with your ex? Because this is problematic here. This ex person is a problem. Ah, okay. You're going to have to, if you can, you probably will have to. Have you tried cutting that telepathy? Do you think you're in a twin flame type scenario here? I hate those kind of relationships. They make life so difficult, especially when one twin is acting up. I tell you that. Okay. All right. Okay. And trying to make the effort to be together with this person is difficult. Even trying to have a heart to heart conversation is difficult. Listen, even though the romantic feelings are there, when you're on that twin flame journey, just because you're twin flames does not mean you're supposed to be together at this time. The twin flame journey is not so much about any romance or love relationship. It's a mission. You're on a mission to accomplish X, Y, and Z in this world. The problem with that is that you just like if you were in the army or the military, you have to go through boot camp to be prepared to become a soldier, to be sent on the mission. When twin flames come into this world, most of them are not ever prepared. They're just here. And once they get here, not only do they forget who they were before they entered this world, they forget what their mission is. And so then they go through a series of events in life that kind of puts pressure on them to become the soldier that they need to be for their ultimate mission or eventual mission. That does not mean they're meant to be together at that time. Because what we find is that one might be ready and the other one is still in the pressure cooker. They're still in boot camp. Good morning. How are you, Melissa? And that sounds like that's the position where you are right now. One might be ready, or neither one of you might be ready. When you have a psychic connection with somebody like that, you're going to have to discipline yourself to hear it and not hear it at the same time. Because if they're not standing in your face, talking to you, moving through life with you, they're not ready for you. Or they may not even want you. Okay, they don't tell you that. But that is a very difficult situation. You probably hear their voice, you'll probably feel their feelings when something happens. Fall on the bike, you'll probably feel the pain. Oh, this idiot probably just fell on the bike. Had no business on the bike like that anyway. Okay, let it go. There's no reaching out because the universe will have a way to bring the two of you together when you are ready. And which brings us to another point. The universe brings the two of you together to finish the boot camp training. That's what it would be. I'll call it training. And that's when you're trying to strive for balance in that kind of a relationship so that you can be mission ready and go out into the world and do what the two of you are supposed to do together to make the world a better place, bring heaven into earth. Okay? That's that's with the twin flame issue. It's not an easy task. It's not an easy situation to be in. Um, that doesn't mean you can't date someone else. There are soulmates around. Take that to in meditation. If your twin flame is not ready for you, then you entertain yourself with a soulmate. Some people, now, let me tell you this. This is another instance I ran into. You may have, um, you may meet your soulmate after you've married someone else. You may meet your twin flame, I'm sorry, after you've met someone else. You may have married a soulmate, and then the twin flame shows up. And then, excuse me. Oh, you look cute. Let me see the shoes. I just had a fashion check. On the way to work. Let me see, hold the shoes up. I can't. Oh, that's cute. Why are you dressing up now towards the end of the year? Okay. Okay. Have a good one. I'm live. That's fine. It's going to be a hot one today. Okay. Oh, even the cat just came in. I'm sorry. There's no room for you either right now. I'm working. Goodbye. Have a good one, boo. Okay, now we might have a four lines. Are you gonna help me read cards? No, there. Oh, now you're stuck. Well, you might as well sit down because I'm not getting up anytime soon. All right, where was I? Talking about the twin flames. And in this scenario, it's a book I read on twin flames. Um, this lady had been with her soulmate, her husband, for like 20, 25 years. They had four or five children. They had four children when she, and from another country. I think she was in the UK, and came to New York and met uh, her twin flame. They were to work on a project. I don't know what that project was, but it was some company. They were working for corporate, international corporation. There was a project the two of them were hired for, came in there. They set up that project, ran through it, completed it, and then after that, they had to go their separate ways because she has a family. I married a husband and a family, and so did he. It was a whole interesting scenario. It really, really was. But just because you're in a twin flame situation does not mean that you're going to be together right away. You might be together for a very short amount of time. Um, don't worry about that. Let's look into your job situation. Right now, I just have a feeling, Jessica, that, oh, well, we learn lessons. The job situation was a lesson to be learned. Let's see, what is the question? Are you looking for another job or career? Well, let's just ask what's going on with Jessica's career right about now. Mhm. Melissa, I'm gonna think of a question that you want me to answer while we're here, okay? And I'm gonna work with Jessica right now. Just think of a question and then type it up here. So, what is Jessica's career like right about? What's going on with her career? We're talking Jessica's career. You just had to jump up here. Oh, you want to look out the window and move my earbuds and some other things. No, wait a minute. The cat's trying to get out the window. No, just sit there, please. Okay, overall energy. Ooh. Okay, you see it. Not a good situation. Money was nice. That's one of those old corporations. Jessica, when you are dealing with a corporation or a company this traditional, you have to be traditional and follow the mores, the dress code. You have to be like them. You can't come in with anything new. Nothing is individual. It's all about how this company is run. Uh, they've been at it a lot longer than you, and that's what the conflict was. The Five of Wands is the conflict. And no, there's not a struggle for power here because you had none. The corporation is the power. Okay. Um, yeah. Here's the departure. Knight of Wands, which is now your burden here. You're dealing with some burdens. Of course, you just left the job. And the separation here. Concern about a whole new beginning, of course. Did you work in the legal area? Are you like a paralegal or someone like that? Here's the Queen of Swords. This is someone who's like they this is also a personality type where someone who's been so hurt that now they have withdrawn their emotions and they're just about the facts, nothing but the facts. Very concrete, very deliberate in what they do. Sees everything in black and white. It's very easy on to dismiss emotions. This is like a military person, police person, paralegal lawyer, someone who thinks like that. Let's just say the marketing personality of someone who's very charming and friendly. This is not her. She is about the business, and that's it. So that's where you probably are now. Yeah, you're feeling just abandoned. Patience. Temperance says be patient about your situation. Hmm. That have you thought about working overseas? That might be interesting. You put too much into you put too much into it. You put too much of yourself, and it was not worth it. Then again, maybe you think it was worth it. That here's the money guy. This is probably the problem on the job. The King of Pentacles. And here, there are you still have a lot of questions about the situation emotionally. We're not getting. You can't get in. Let's not do that. This is still a public platform. Okay. So all hell has broken loose. This is how it opened up in the beginning. Um, earlier today, this morning. Um, I have here. Your offer was you're offering your resignation here. Hmm. You even got an invitation to move on. Someone gave you some type of invitation, an invitation to move, I guess, to a different area. They offer you a transfer, or did they? This is something else here. Uh, Invitation to work somewhere else was not what you wanted. It was disappointing. Uh, did your friend, or are you transferring out? Here we go again with out of the country or out of the area. That way. Hmm. You walked into it, or somebody walked into it. Really walked into it. Someone walked in. They were not paying attention. They walked into a bunch of lies and a bunch of cheating and a whole lot of. Oh my goodness! And the entire lifestyle was changed. This is also involving a moneyed lifestyle, but it was like things happening so fast. It was really false. It was when I okay when I say false, think in terms of something very short lived and temporary. You were solid in that place, Jessica. You were solid there, and then you got manipulated. Mm-mm. And now there are regrets. You're almost standing on your own 2 feet emotionally again. But let's just say there are still some secrets among the women there with this person. This is, yeah, here's another person. Here's a very charm. Here's the charmer. Here's Mr. Lover Lover. There were others that you didn't know anything about. Okay. I'm trying to get, I'm looking for you. I'm trying to find a scenario here where you have a new job coming in. That's what I'm looking for. And this other stuff is just popping up. Yeah, decision was made. Yeah. I'm looking for the job card. I want to see where that is and how soon. And it's way down here, I tell you. It's time to start. Well, it's beyond time to start networking, Jessica. There may even be some legal stuff going on, dear. It is going to be a while before another job opportunity comes in. Fine, look at this. I found it. Let me pull up my pendulum. Let's say, will Jessica have a new job within the next 2 months? Will Jessica have a job? Jessica, are you in the States? Are you in the United States? Jessica? hmm Um, is Jessica in the States? Never mind. The pendulum says yes. Okay. Um, will she find a job? Will she have a job within the next 6 months? Okay, Jessica. Within the next 6 months, you should get another job. Nope. Hold on. You just told me. With Jessica have another job within the next 6 months. I'm gonna say 6 months. The pendulum changed its mind, and now it doesn't know. So it's saying, um, focus on visualize yourself in the perfect position, your perfect job, where it would be and what it would be doing. You have the power within yourself to create one or to put yourself in the right position for the right job. Okay, because it's going to be some interference, some type of energetic interference that tries to block you from another job. Okay. All right, Jessica. Now, Melissa, what was your question? You want to see if there? Okay. If my husband, what? Oh, okay. Hold on, Melissa. Keep in mind, ladies, this is a public platform. So is Melissa's husband going to? Are they going to get through this? They're going to get past this. They're going to work things out. So Melissa's going to be able to work things out with her husband. Yeah, yeah. It's about healing family issues. Yeah, that's the subject. This card is saying free yourself. Pay attention to the red flags. You're being pulled. On one hand, you want to free yourself and get the hell out of there. On the other hand, you want to be this. You've got this traditional upbringing here that's saying, "Stay, work it out. We can get through this." But there are still something you're seeing that is a red. There red flags. Trust is definitely an issue. It's not there anymore. This card is saying make the effort. You're separated already. Didn't tell me that. Okay, you're going to try to make it work out. You're going to take one of these little vacations to see if you can rekindle. That's an idea. That's an idea. Keeping it light and playful. This could be the one. Yeah. Sometimes, Melissa, we go through things, especially in relationships. I think I'm going to write a lecture on this. There's no such thing as a straight line in nature, and so is no such thing as a straight line in life. You think your relationship is on this trajectory where it's going up, 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 and all of a sudden the snag hits and changes its direction, and now it's going this way, and something else. That shock you get of a revelation about your relationship with the person you are, or the person he is, or they are. There's another shock, and then it's moving up in this direction, and then there's another shock and it moves up in this. In other words, it's like a never ending cycle or a spiral. And right now you're at the lower part of that cycle where that shock took place, and you want to know if the situation will turn itself around and you'll go back up again. Yes, yes. But this is about forgiveness and learning. Forgiveness and learning. It says it's worth it. I guess. What is this? You're going to have a decision to make very soon. Okay. Yeah, you're already with one soulmate. That's your soulmate. Okay. Separation has been an option. Now, does someone have an ex that's skulking around the marriage, skulking around the situation? Or is it a sense where someone was done wrong by an ex and they're still carrying that baggage and brought it into this marriage? Yes, you still love each other. You can get, yeah. Yeah. People have sex even when they're angry. So what is this? Is Melissa's husband still attracted to you, to her? I'll try it here. It looks like okay. Is Melissa's husband still? Yes. A little angry sex might be good for you. Um, are they going to work it out? It's going to get choppy. It's choppy now. It's going to be choppy, but you just plow your way through it. Okay, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to feel good. But you just keep your focus is the relationship. Your focus is the commitment. Your focus is to be prepared to hear what you don't want to hear and accept it and move on together. Okay? Okay. Namaste. Now, is there any, Victoria, did you please tell me if I will settle with a new man? Victoria, that's becoming the norm. Will you settle with one man? See, the energy has shifted. And let's just see. Let's just see. I'm going to use these same romantic oracle cards to see what they have to say, because this is a little bigger than what you think it is. Okay. So this now we're talking about too. Yeah, I'm online. My cat is looking at me going, "What did you say?" Okay. So Victoria wants to know how do you word this now? Will you settle? Why do you have ho? You know, I just read that word. You don't settle with a new man been single for 10 years. You don't have to settle. You have to be focused. Hold on though. That starts up here. What type of man do you want? What type of man is attractive to you? Um, and be clear about it. Write it down if you have to. Uh, let's just ask, will you have a new man coming up soon? Now, the cards are going to probably tell me no, but they're going to tell me also what the energy is, what the issues really are. Okay. That is preventing you from being with someone. So now we're looking into Victoria. Hmm. And don't worry about it. 10 years. I kid you not. That's been the norm. That's been becoming the norm for at least over 10 years. They're not. They're just beginning to talk about it. All right. Um, it says express your love. You want to express your love, but okay, you're attracting men, not what you want. What is the problem? Worth waiting for. You are going to have to wait for what you want, who you want. Ouch, that was my foot you stepped on. Children might be a problem, might be an issue, or have been an issue. Victoria, have you already had the love of your life? Are you a widow? Or he's just not there, or they're not there anymore? Because I have true love here, but it's in the past. It's like you were open to true love in the past. Now you just settle for anything, almost. It's today, Wednesday. Okay. The cards are saying love yourself first. What does that mean? And just well, you've been enjoying. I hope you've been enjoying being yourself with yourself for the last 10 years. Passion. It's time for you to start feeling like this again. Just with yourself, being in love with life, smelling the roses, enjoying the passion, watching some of these romantic movies on television, not porn, romance. Okay, it makes a difference. Okay, it's the energy. It creates an aura around you. Nothing wrong with being flirtatious. You've retreated, concerned about codependence. You definitely not codependent. And stay optimistic. Stay optimistic about your love life. Mm. You do deserve love. Now, here, this is the way it came down. That's why I threw that other card down before showing it to you. Past love relationship is trying to surface or it's coming back around. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but here they come again. Okay? You keep telling yourself you deserve the love you want. You deserve to be loved the way you need to be loved. Okay? Yeah. Also, you start watching the money in the job because that's going to be an issue. So, another thing, healing family issues has come up again. Sometimes we get hooked up with, we keep messages that we've learned in our family, within the family unit, and sometimes those messages no longer apply. There's nothing wrong with a little therapy or a coach to help you get from point A to B. No, but see, you do not have to settle. at all. That is a issue with self-esteem there. What if it takes the next 20 years? You might be out the baby making business, but here's the love of your life. You understand? That's how life can go. I'm not saying this is particularly for you. No, not at all. But you're saying after 10 years, you're ready to settle. You don't have to settle. What you do have to do is to clear out issues around you or that are in your energy field that are keeping the person for you away from you, that are repelling this person. Their energy can't even get close to yours. So there's something, and it's usually some mental thing that you're broadcasting. You don't even know you're broadcasting. But this is where coaching or some type of therapy would help bring that about because the cards are just saying let go of control issues and be playful, but and let your friends help you meet somebody because your biggest problem. Oh, look at this one. Here's something else. um you were the one doing the giving and they were taking. So why not study up on calling in a soulmate? But before you call in your soulmate, I would suggest, I'm serious now, coaching, relationship coaching, not this, I'm going to say a word, not this what you see on YouTube. That is not real. Even though some may be professional relationship coaches, they cannot give you the information they can sitting across from you one on one with their degree hanging on the wall. Okay? And where you can see it from a legitimate university or college. Uh, Therapy, find out why me, what's going on. But there are guys out there or gals or whatever is your interest is in. There are loving people out there waiting to be loved. Who you're looking for is looking for you. However, you have got to be ready to receive them. Okay. All right now. So that was it, folks. Do you have any other questions? All right. Is anything else I wanted to say? I'm not satisfied with the answer I got about the uh, that overall question, what's next for mankind? I'll probably do that. Uh, I'll do that over again and make that a focal point for a reading. Okay. But I enjoyed your company this morning. Thanks for dropping by. It's time for breakfast for me now. Okay. Okay. If there are no other questions, I'm going to try to hang up. I'm working on my tablet, which is different than my webcam on my laptop, and it does not have a stop button, and so sometimes it's very difficult for me to stop. But until we meet again, much love.